In a ruling just moments ago, Secretary of State Shenna Bellos writes, quote, specifically, I find that the declaration on his consent form is false because he is not qualified to hold office of the president under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. Bellos added, I conclude that the record establishes that Mr. Trump, over the course of several months and culminating on January 6, 2021, used a false narrative of election fraud to inflame his supporters and direct them to the Capitol to prevent certification of the 2020 election and the peaceful transfer of power. I likewise conclude that Mr. Trump was aware of the likelihood for violence and at least initially supported its use, given he both encouraged it with incendiary rhetoric and took no timely action to stop it.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to the channel. Guys, things are starting to go very, very badly. Sadly, starting to go very, very badly for the unelected Democrat operative who is currently posing as the Maine Secretary of State, right? At least that's what she's saying. And I don't know what to believe. It never takes long for a leftist to unfold and take out their victim card, basically anytime a camera's nearby. So I'll show you what I'm talking about in a moment. But first, guys, if you haven't already, please help the channel continue to grow. You know, moving into 2024, it's going to get more and more difficult to get conservative voices heard. So we are going to have to do this work together, guys. So please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, most importantly, share. That's how we can get our voices out there. But so here's where we're at. Shenna Bellos is first and foremost a Democrat. Everything about her screams party first, hardcore, far left Democrat. I don't think she would even argue with that assessment. So we already know, she's even on the record through her own social media accounts that she hates Donald Trump. And that's okay too. We know that, she knows that, everybody knows it. Nobody cares. Except for the fact that she continues to claim that she unilaterally removed Donald Trump from the presidential or primary ballot to honor and uphold the Constitution. And guys, this is exactly what happens when you leave it to an activist liberal gender studies major to interpret the Constitution. But this is what happens. But anyway, she was on CNN talking about how difficult her life has become based on the fact that actions have consequences, right? I'm not sure how much of that is true. I think probably not much. But if it is true, guys, obviously, I do not condone, I do not approve, I do not support any type of threats or harassment or mistreatment. None of it. I mean, that's really the real difference between us and the liberals. We generally don't play that game. But let's have a look at what she has to say.
That request was after the hearing.
Yeah. I said it was before your decision was made, but I understand what you're saying, that they were required, according to Maine law, you're saying to do that before the hearing had even happened, which they did not do. They just did it in recent days. But the basis was your social media post, which you say had no bearing on your decision. But in the response to your decision, we have seen Trump World attacking you, coming out, sharing photos of you that you've, taken with President Biden. Obviously, we do know you're a Democrat. That's not surprising. But you saw Trump himself sharing on social media ways to contact your office, the information to contact your office. I wonder, given the position that you're in and the decision that you've made, if you have concerns for your safety since making this decision.
I was prepared for the possibility of threats, and I really appreciate law enforcement and the people around me who've been incredibly supportive of my safety and security. My safety and security is important, so is the safety and security of everyone who works with me. And we have received threatening communications. Those are unacceptable. But regardless, my considerations in this proceeding is to adhere to the process. We are a nation of laws. Maine law required me to hold a hearing and issue a decision, and now it goes to the Superior Court, and I will uphold the ruling of the courts. That is the process that we are due. And again, looking at the evidence and the events of January 6th, it was an insurrection because people attacked not only the Capitol, but also that process of the peaceful transfer of power.
It's notable to hear you say that you have gotten threats because of this decision. I mean, how concerning have those threats been to you?
Those threatening communications are truly unacceptable. And I certainly worry about the safety of people that I love, people around me, and people who are charged with protecting me and working alongside me. That being said, we are a nation of laws, and that's what's really important. And so I've been laser focused on that obligation to uphold the Constitution.
Maine Secretary of State Shenna Bellos, obviously, no one should get threats like that for.
Yeah, so you guys see that. Pretty amazing stuff. I don't even know what else to say about that. I mean, I've actually been spending a fair bit of time thinking and wondering how any elected official could, one, believe that they actually have this kind of power, and two, misread and misunderstand the Constitution and their role in upholding it so incredibly bad. How could any one person get it so wrong? And here's what I've come to believe, I think. She can't. She can't believe it. There is no way that she actually believes that this is the right thing. And there's probably no way that she believes that she has this power. In fact, she cannot believe that. All this is a publicity stunt. This is meant to be some sort of jump start for a more dynamic political career, or who knows, some sort of MSNBC payday, right? I have no idea, but I have a feeling that she's about to start making the rounds on all the usual liberal echo chamber shows, right? I think CNN was just the beginning. But one thing she said, she's right. She's absolutely right. We are a nation of laws. And my guess is that this woman has probably broken quite a few. But that's all I've got, guys. I would really, really love to hear what you guys think about it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. And we'll see you in the next one.